A Course in Miracles. Lesson 105. God's peace and joy are mine. God's peace and joy are yours. Today we will accept them, knowing they belong to us. And we will try to understand these gifts increase as we receive them. They are not like to the gifts the world can give, in which the giver loses as he gives the gift. The taker is the richer by his loss. Such are not gifts, but bargains made with guilt. The truly given gift entails no loss. It is impossible that one can gain because another loses. This implies a limit and an insufficiency. No gift is given thus. Such gifts are but a bid for a more valuable return, a loan with interest to be paid in full, a temporary lending meant to be a pledge of debt to be repaid with more than was received by him who took the gift. This strange distortion of what giving means pervades all levels of the world you see. It strips all meaning from the gifts you give and leaves you nothing in the ones you take. A major learning goal this course has set is to reverse your view of giving, so you can receive. For giving has become a source of fear, and so you would avoid the only means by which you can receive. Accept God's peace and joy, and you will learn a different way of looking at a gift. God's gifts will never lessen when they are given away. They but increase thereby. As heaven's peace and joy intensify when you accept them as God's gift to you, so does the joy of your Creator grow when you accept His joy and peace as yours. True giving is creation. It extends the limitless to the unlimited, eternity to timelessness, and love unto itself. It adds to all that is complete already, not in simple terms of adding more, for that implies that it was less before. It adds by letting what cannot contain itself fulfill its aim of giving everything it has away, securing it forever for itself. Today, accept God's peace and joy as yours. Let Him complete Himself as He defines completion. You will understand that what completes Him must complete His Son as well. He cannot give through loss. No more can you. Receive His gift of joy and peace today, and He will thank you for your gift to Him. Today, our practice periods will start a little differently. Begin today by thinking of those brothers who have been denied by you the peace and joy that are their right under the equal laws of God. Here you denied them to yourself, and here you must return to claim them as your own. Think of your enemies a little while, and tell each one, as he occurs to you, "My brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine." Thus you prepare yourself to recognize God's gifts to you, and let your mind be free of all that would prevent success today. Now are you ready to accept the gift of peace and joy that God has given you? Now are you ready to experience the joy and peace you have denied yourself? Now you can say, "God's peace and joy are mine, for you have given what you would receive." You must succeed today if you prepare your mind as we suggest, for you have let all bars to peace and joy be lifted up, and what is yours can come to you at last. So tell yourself, "God's peace and joy are mine," and close your eyes a while, and let His voice assure you that the words you speak are true. Spend your 5 minutes thus with Him each time you can today. But do not think that less is worthless when you cannot give Him more. At least remember hourly to say the words which call to Him to give you what He wills to give, and wills you to receive. Determine not to interfere today with what He wills. And if a brother seems to tempt you to deny God's gift to him, see it as but another chance to let yourself receive the gifts of God as yours. Then bless your brother thankfully and say,
My brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. You locked yourself out of a house with no doors. A Course in Miracles, Lesson 105. There was a man who built a house with no doors, not because he was free, but because he was afraid. Afraid someone would come in and take something from him. So he sealed every entrance. No doors, no windows, no openings at all. And inside, he placed everything he thought he owned: his peace, his joy, his love, his worth. He sat in the center of that house guarding it all, convinced that if he gave anything away, there would be less left for him. Days passed, then weeks, then years. And slowly, something strange began to happen. The peace he protected started to feel heavy. The joy he guarded started to fade. The love he locked away began to feel distant, like it was never really there.
He hadn't lost anything, yet everything felt gone. Because what he didn't understand was this: peace, joy, and love were never meant to be stored. They were never possessions. They were movement. They were extension. They were alive. And anything alive cannot survive in isolation. One day, exhausted from protecting what no longer felt real, he leaned against the wall. And for the first time, he stopped guarding. Not fully, just a crack, a moment, a willingness. And in that moment, something impossible happened. The wall behind him disappeared. Not broke, not shattered. It was never there. Light rushed in, not from outside, but from everywhere. And with it came something he thought he had lost: peace, joy, love. But this time, they didn't sit still. They moved through him. They extended outward, and the more they moved, the stronger they became. He saw then, the house was never protecting anything. It was preventing everything. Every time he withheld peace, he felt less of it. Every time he guarded joy, it dimmed. Every time he measured love, it disappeared. Not because it was taken, but because it cannot exist in containment. That's the line. It adds by letting what cannot contain itself give everything it has away, securing it forever for itself. Peace cannot be held. Joy cannot be stored. Love cannot be owned. Because they are not things. They are what happens when nothing is blocked. So when he thought he was protecting his peace, he was actually denying it. When he thought others could take from him, he was projecting the belief that giving meant loss. Like a credit system of the mind. Give a little, expect more back. Invest, calculate, protect. But that system is built on scarcity, and scarcity requires fear to survive. That's why giving became frightening, because it was never really giving. It was bargaining. And bargains always come with hidden costs. So when the lesson says, think of those who were denied peace and joy, it's not asking you to fix them. It's asking you to see where you built walls. Because every enemy is just a wall you made real. And every time you offer them peace, you're not giving them something they lack. You're removing the barrier that made it seem like you lacked it. That's why it says, here you denied them to yourself. Because the denial was never out there. It was always in the structure of the house. And the moment you say, my brother, peace and joy I offer you, you are stepping outside the walls.
You are letting what cannot be contained move again. And in that movement, you realize something that was always true. There was never a house. There were never walls. There was never anything to protect. God's peace and joy were never inside you. They were you.